Good morning, everyone. You guys probably read the title and you're like, oh my goodness, Caro is going to go on another rant. And that is true. Today is going to be a rant video, so if you guys don't want any negativity, you probably should just skip this video. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the high difficulty content versus the rewards that you get for completing said content. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Now today's video is going to be more of a voiceover, as I do leave footage of Dark Falls Dalian Rank 2 in the background, so you can see the entirety of our clear over here. I believe we clear in like 13 minutes or 13 minutes and 1 second, so it was a pretty dang good clear. So Dark Falls Dalian Rank 2, that is the new big bad high difficulty content quest that just released yesterday or the day before, and it is incredibly fun. I do enjoy it. I like what SEGA did with the changes or with the content itself. They added all these different mechanics, they made the boss fight interesting, and it is incredibly fun. However, I feel like SEGA dropped the ball in the sense of rewards and loot, as they always have. I don't really understand why they keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. It really seems like they're not learning from their mistakes, and so I felt obligated to make another rant video, just to let SEGA know. I don't know if anyone actually watches this from SEGA, but the high difficulty content stuff is definitely fun, but they need to make it worth people's while. Like, why would you run the high difficulty content if it drops the same loot as something that is less difficult? Most people are going to gravitate towards the less difficult stuff and do that because it's going to be more efficient to farm for better loot or better items or whatever. Because at the end of the day, NGS's progression can be categorized into like two main categories. The first one is gear progression. So, you know, you're farming for augments, you're farming for gear, you're farming for fixes. You're just trying to make your character as strong as possible. And that's one avenue of progression. The second avenue of progression is cosmetics, you know, making your character look exactly how you want it, making them look badass, seeing what new cosmetics there are, and making new looks. That's another source of progression. Well, SEGA dropped the ball on both of them. Like, you know, even if they just added, oh, you can farm for special cosmetic items by running Dark Falls Dalian Rank 2. Sure, we do have the Wingguard Almaty, so if you do like the Wingguard weapon camo, yes, you can get it there, but that's one item out of what? There's like a possibility of like 20 items I can drop there. They should have just added more things or better things for people to farm for. Many of you guys know when I was talking about the NGS headline, I was super excited, I was super hyped because I was expecting a new weapon to drop. Now, I know a lot of people are like, Caro, you're an idiot, there wasn't going to be a new weapon, they never announced a new weapon, they never even hinted at a new weapon. Caro, why did you think there was a new weapon? You're an idiot. Well, it's because when they released the Wingguard series, you know, the Wingguard series came out way before the Exalio series. It came out way before the Iridium series. And the way that I saw it was, hey, we get a super ultra rare item that comes out relatively soon, and then we're all farming for it. But because it's an ultra rare item, it takes time to farm for it. That's why they release it usually a month before they release like the normal weapons. And we know that in October, there's going to be the Exalio weapon upgrade path or evolution path or whatever, right? So we know that, oh, when October rolls around, everyone is going to be able to upgrade their Exalio weapon. Everyone's going to be able to upgrade their Ecstasis armors. So shouldn't they release the ultra rare stuff this month so that the tryhards have something to farm for? That was basically my train of thought. Now, obviously, this is not what happened. And so, you know, originally when I watched the NGS headline, I was like, all right, this is fine, no problem, because all I'm going to do this month is I'm going to be farming for that stupid ultra rare weapon that probably will never drop, but at least there is that glimmer of hope, there is that goal that I'm farming for, you know? However, unfortunately, that did not happen, and so what's happening to me this month is I'm in a very awkward situation of, hey, I want to stream this game every single day, I want to play the game every single day, but there's nothing for me to really do. The only piece of content that I can do right now is just farm for Meseta. And, you know, at the end of the day, I know everyone's going to be like, Kero, you're min-max, you're best in slot. Of course you can only farm for Meseta. You know, the average player doesn't play as much as you. Everyone else is normal. They have stuff to farm for. They have stuff to upgrade, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I can't really argue with you guys there. Yes, this is a me problem, all right? This is definitely a me problem. I play the game too much. And I've hit everything that I needed. You know, I've fixed a 5 to all my armors, fully augmented, 288% potency. Like, there's literally nothing else that I can upgrade that will give me any significant gains. So yeah, this is basically just me ranting about how I wish that the super high difficulty content drop something else that was useful for the end game players, just to entice people to actually farm said content. I understand that it is fun. I've already stated that it is fun. I like running Darkfall's Dalian rank 2. But they don't give me a reason to continue to farm it. So like when it first released on day 1, I think it took us 6 attempts in order to get the clear. I know it's relatively slow. I know other people have probably cleared it in like 2 attempts. But listen, we cleared it and we learned the fight. And then as you can see in the B-roll right now, this is my second, this is the run literally right after we got our clear. And it's flawless because I learned from my mistakes and we optimized and we were able to clear it much faster now because we actually know how to do the fight. And it just really sucks that they add in this cool new fun content, but they absolutely fumbled the loot and the rewards. So people are like, yeah, it's a fun fight, but maybe if I just do it like once a day and that's great, but there's no reason for me to spam it over and over and over. Like, remember when they added the Flugelguard weapon series behind freaking mining rig defense because they accidentally released it early? And we spammed the living daylights out of mining rig defense. Do I like mining rig defense? No, I hated mining rig defense. And you guys saw in the video, I did what, like 300 runs of mining rig defense, and I was literally losing my sanity and like hating myself for it. But there was that shining star that I was chasing. There was that Flugelguard weapon that I wanted. And so we bit the bullet and we farmed for it. I felt like, you know, SEGA should probably take a page out of that and be like, oh wow, people will do content if there's something that they can chase for, if there's a super rare item, or if there's something in order to become best in slot. Like, yes, this isn't content for the average player. For like 80%, 90% of the population probably don't even care about Darkfall's Dalian's rank 2, and they're just like, listen, Kero, you are an outlier, stop complaining, shut up, and just wait for them to release the, you know, all the new stuff next month. Just take it easy, play a different game this month or something. And you know, I get it. I get it. This is definitely a me problem. Again, I told you guys earlier, I warned you guys that this would be a rant video, and it sort of is a complaining rant video. But man, it just sucks, all right? Like, I want to play this game. I want to stream more NGS. It's just super difficult for me right now to find a purpose and something or a goal that I want to achieve in NGS. It's like, yes, we've upgraded all our armors, we upgraded all our weapons. The only thing that I could possibly do right now is, oh, maybe we should farm a ton of Darkfall's Dalian rank 2 in order to get a Fix of 5 Exalia weapon, so that when October rolls around, I can upgrade that Exalia weapon into another best in slot and use that weapon as a stepping stone until I get the new ultra rare weapon. Like, that's pretty much the only thing that I can think of that seems plausible. But even then, the amount of work I have to put into that, it's very debatable on whether it's worth it or not, or I should just take the reasonable route and the logical route and just be like, maybe I shouldn't play that much NGS this month, and maybe I should just take it easy and play other games. You know, we've been playing a lot of the First Descended on stream. A lot of people seem to like that. I still need to do Wuthering Waves. We did finally finish the main storyline, but we do need to do Chang Li's side story and all the character side stories, so we got to do that. and explore the map. Like, I haven't unlocked a lot of the map. Then of course we have Ghost of Tsushima. I'm really loving Ghost of Tsushima. I want to stream that game because I'm addicted to that game. I really like Ghost of Tsushima. So I mean, you know, logically speaking, now that I'm actually processing it while talking to you guys in this video, it does make a lot of sense that I should probably just take a step back from NGS this month and be like, listen, Caro, this rant video is just me processing my thoughts so that I know what to do this month. And I should really just take it easy this month and chill out on NGS. And maybe just, you know, we've got the limited time quest coming out. We've got the Ordinal Tower coming out the week after. We could probably just see how that goes. And who knows? Maybe the LTQ is really fun. Maybe it does drop a punch of like Gigas Mass Days or like, you know, some other high-end capsules that might be worth farming for. And then we can just spam that back to back to back in order to just get a lot of capsules. Even though technically that's also generating Meseta. But yeah, that's pretty much my thought process right now of like what I'm thinking, what I'm going through for this month, because I'm really struggling to find stuff to do this month. You know, when I realized that there's no new weapon, I was like, man, are we really just gonna start drinking margaritas until next month? You know, I don't even have a margarita at home, but there, you know, basically I was pretty lost. But nevertheless, thank you guys for listening to my thought process, letting me kind of rant and vent a little bit while organizing my thoughts. And I think we've come to a conclusion. I think the conclusion is take it easy on NGS, play other games, and yeah, I think that's probably the solution. So we'll probably still continue with our like 1 to 1.5 hour stream of NGS, and then we'll switch over to another game on the live streams, and that way I don't force myself to do something that I don't like doing, because that's just not sustainable, you know. I've tried that before, guys. I've tried forcing myself to play a game over and over or for long periods of time, and that just results into burnout. So that's pretty much my thought process, guys. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it entertaining. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.